I know I'm ready to start. I appreciate that question, Kevin, because all the work I put in and just the confidence in my skills and abilities and just being able to do my job and simplify things, take it one day at a time, one play at a time. And, I have a tremendous coaching staff, a tremendous group of guys around me that I can lean on, and they can lean on me.
It was unfortunate the way I got the position with so many of my brothers getting hurt. But, at the end of the day, I just wanted to help the team win more than anything else. It doesn't matter what my goals are as long as the team wins and my goals are set aside.
The Minnesota Vikings have just finished up their 2025 NFL draft, and there are a few questions that need to be answered, and there are a few questions that have been answered, and I am ready to really deep dive, so be on the lookout for all that information. Please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We have so much information to give and digest. There are a few questions that we got to ask ourselves, JJ McCarthy, is he going to be ready? Is he going to be ready for week 1? Sam Howell, that big time trade, in my personal opinion, it means something. Kevin O'Connell sees something in Sam Howell that he probably saw with Sam Darnold. So seeing that maturation, seeing all that coming to fruition, it's going to be important and impactful. We got to talk about all these draft picks. But first things first, like I said, like the video, boys, we are going to get involved. We're going to be breaking it all down. Do not worry. We got some big departures we're going to be going over. We have got to talk about the rookies that you drafted. A few of them are great. And honestly, we got to talk about the competition that's in the NFC North. Let's get involved. So the first thing I want to do is we got to talk about the amazing 14-3 season that you guys had last year and the shoes that JJ McCarthy is going to have to be filling. I think things like that, it's going to be very, very important to JJ McCarthy is going to have time. I hope you guys are going to be hoping and ready for him to get off from the jump from the split. Of course, with the young offensive lineman that you guys just drafted and another young receiver that you guys drafted, things within this offense are going to look better. But things are still going to be new in the regard. Now, we also have to mention the crazy additions within the offensive line and defensive line. Within that 14-3 season, guys, we've got to forget, but still remember that unfortunate performance against the Los Angeles Rams. 9 sacks given up from an offense. The Los Angeles Rams just went crazy in that game. So with the additions of Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, within free agency, I think that is going to bode up both trenches so well, so importantly well. So we have to talk about that. Of course, Sam Darnold leaving the building and going to Seattle. That's not great for anyone in the realm of, damn, we just lost our star quarterback. We could have gone another round with him. Things could have looked great with that regard, but we still have a young talent in JJ McCarthy, and we still have a backup in Sam Howell. So things are good in that regard. Cameron Bynum, I believe this is a massive piece to the puzzle that you guys are missing out on and losing. So him signing with the Colts, that is unfortunate. But there are going to be a few guys. The simple fact that you still have Harrison Smith, a lot's not going to be lost in the near future. Now, let's talk about these freaking rookies. So I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant on Mr. Donovan Jackson. First things first, the dude is athletic as hell, is able to get to his spots quickly. He's able to get to his spots just quickly, amazingly. His landing points are perfect. I wanted this guy in Cincinnati as a Bengal because of what comes with his resume. This gentleman, when Josh Simmons, the left tackle, got hurt and was out for the season, he just easily switched into that left tackle role. Easily. And didn't bat an eye. The team ended up winning a national championship, in case you didn't know. So great things with Mr. Donovan Jackson in that regard. And then on top of that, you guys are going to have a high floor with him. Why? The high floor is the simple fact that he's with, and I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's behind, the best left tackle, in my personal opinion, over Trent Williams is Christian Darrisaw. And that happened. He brought my eyes into fruition before he got hurt. I saw how well he was performing. And so you guys are going to have a really strong left side of the field, especially with Ryan Kelly at that center spot. Will Fries coming into the operation. Like, there are going to be great things for this offensive line. So I hope you guys are just happy, ready, and willing to run to that left side of the ball. And if anything does happen with Christian, we've seen the experience of Donovan Jackson being able to fill in that left tackle role. Beautiful things on the horizon for the Minnesota Vikings offensive line. And now let's go to where we need to talk about Mr. Tai Felton. Tai Felton, he is an electrifying receiver that can definitely play in the slot. He can play outside, very quick off the line, has very sure-readied of hands. He can catch in traffic as well. I think he definitely follows the mold, the lead of Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Look at his ability to really cause a lot of attention when the ball's on the field. He causes a lot of pass interferences because he has great feet off the line. He has incredible speed. He's able to stack the receiver and have them freaking panic. Who does he remind you of? Justin Jefferson. Who does Jordan Addison? He fits that same mold, that he has that same not arrogance, but just fulfilled confidence that I'm better than you. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to make you panic. When the ball's in the air, I don't panic because I know what it is. And he definitely fits that same mantra. I was actually able to interview him at the Senior Bowl, and he's locked in, dude. He's all ball. Like, he's very much all ball with the agenda of everything that he needs to do. And so he's going to fit in perfectly as wide receiver 3, or actually give, competition with Mr. Naylor with wide receiver 3. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Terrion Ingram Dawkins. Great energy. He's used to running with dogs at Georgia, and he's a guy that you all will know his impact. He may not be a guy that like all of the NFL will know his impact, but every Minnesota Viking will see his hustle plays, will see his plays within the run game. He plays with an extra gear. He plays with an intense motor. And so I really love this addition. I love that defensive acumen being added until the Minnesota Vikings, because that's what it's going to be all about, in my personal opinion. I love, what you guys could get, with Sam Howell. Of course, JJ McCarthy. I'm going to keep saying Sam Howell because I do think there is a reason why you guys traded for him. I think in the preseason process, in the OTAs, during all those things, I do believe that Mr. Kevin O'Connell is going to go with the best quarterback. I don't think he's going to be super gung-ho on the simple fact that, hey, we picked JJ McCarthy this high, blah, 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 blah. I think he knows and understands what a Super Bowl window is all about, right? And so I think given that certain circumstance of a Super Bowl window, the simple fact that the defense is playing at a crazy clip, or at least they did in 2024, and if they can replicate that in 2025, you got to go with the better quarterback. And so I love JJ McCarthy. I love the championship acumen that he has of winning that championship at Michigan. And then you see the crazy precipitous drop off of Michigan when he leaves, of course, with a few other cats. But the offense was horrendous, absolutely atrocious without JJ McCarthy at the helm. And so that needs to be said. That needs to be told in that realm. And then, of course, like I said, the best quarterback has to win. Sam Howell, he has had, one full season as the Washington Commanders. I think it was the football team at the time, maybe starting quarterback. And he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. He had a Gardner Minshew type of role where he had to go in and kind of perform with not a lot, and still did a lot of great things, passed for a lot, scored a lot of touchdowns, did have a few mistakes. And so I believe Kevin O'Connell, the simple fact that he was able to bring life, right? Life and joy. And you hear things that Sam Darnold talks about today, life and joy back into the game for Sam Darnold. There's no reason why that he can't do the same thing for Sam Howell if he is more prepared, if he is more ready for JJ McCarthy than JJ McCarthy. And I just hope and pray Mr. JJ McCarthy was, even though he was, injured in his lower half of the body, that he was locked in on all the meetings and that he was ready and engaged. He knows every single solitary play, because Sam Howell is going into Minnesota to start. I know that about that guy. He is going in there to start for the Minnesota Vikings. He is going in there encouraged by head coach Kevin O'Connell. He's not going to go. I promise you, Kevin O'Connell is giving a lot of attention to detail to Sam Howell. As much as he is with JJ McCarthy, because they don't know, right? They need to figure out what it is at the end of the day. And so I'm very excited for this team. I'm very excited for this offense. We will be in the trenches with the Minnesota Vikings. Please be on the lookout for more videos, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.